Coming up next on The Beat Goes On, we talk to John Galvin from Fortuna Syndication. John has purchased a beautiful young filly from the Karaka yearling sales and is offering shares to all our Beat Goes On viewers. John Galvin, it's so good to see you again, John.
Likewise, Jared.
It's a wonderful world, this racing world at the moment. This is the big time of the year, isn't it?
Absolutely. Look, we've had some fantastic racing at Te Rapa a couple of weekends ago, and yesterday at Taranaki there was some great racing. And of course, the first week of March, we've got the wonderful Auckland Cup Carnival coming up.
Isn't that a great time for Auckland?
Yep. From the 2nd to the 9th, we've got Derby Day on the 2nd, Auckland Cup on the Wednesday, and then the big 2-year-old race on the 9th, the Diamond Stakes. So a lot of really good racing to look forward to. And later in March at Trentham, we have the New Zealand Oaks, the Group 1 race for 3-year-old fillies, which sets a benchmark for the best young female horses in New Zealand. So lots of good things to look forward to.
Now, John, you're coming onto the program. You're getting me interested in racing again, you see. I know we're talking about syndication, but the syndication leads to going to the races. But a lot of us, we go to the races and we're absolutely clueless about what horses, we haven't followed them. And sometimes you feel a little bit out of it. But there is a solution, isn't there? You were telling me before that there's a great organisation that can bring you up to speed on horses.
Indeed, look, it really is daunting, and to go to the races if you haven't been before or haven't gone for a while, and people say to me all the time, "How do I select? How do I study the form?" And there's a bit of an art in that, and you've got to practice it, and it takes time. But there is a great organisation that gives racing tips, and people can subscribe to that, and they're called New Zealand Racing Tips, and I personally subscribe to them. And it's all web-based or email-based, and you register with them, and they will send you their tips for today's racing. Now, you don't have to follow them slavishly, but it really does help you sort out the wheat from the chaff. They have a 14-day free trial, and they've got a website, which is www.nzracingtips.co.nz, and they've also got a telephone number which will show on the screen. Make contact and subscribe for the 14-day free trial. It's well worth the effort.
And just watch how they go. Wow. Yep. I'm going to give it a go.
Sure.
I'm going to give it a go. It sounds fascinating. Now, John, before we continue, just in case somebody has not met John Galvin on The Beat Goes On, you're a horse racing syndicator.
That's right.
And there's an explanation, and you're going to give it 60 seconds.
That's right.
What exactly
Okay, so what we do at Fortuna, Jared, is we go to the horse sales and we buy lovely, athletic, young
future
horses.
Winners.
Correct, future horses. And we have a criteria for how we select. And then we package those horses up into small parcels of shares, and sell those shares to the public as part of the syndication process. Now, Fortuna is an authorised syndicator under the auspices of New Zealand Thoroughbred Racing, so we have a code of practice. Everything we do is by the book, all of our accounts are audited and that type of thing, so people can have a lot of confidence when they get involved with Fortuna. So that's essentially what we do. We buy racehorses and sell shares to people.
And you've got 21 horses running at the moment, haven't you?
21?
In training and winning races at different stages.
Correct. And we have 2 stables. All of our horses are trained by Te Akau Racing, and they actually have a New Zealand operation and a Singapore operation. And about half of our horses are here in New Zealand racing, and the other half are in Singapore. And that provides a lot of interest to our members.
Karaka, the yearling sales every year in January, and you were there looking at all the different horses, and you bought a beauty. I think this horse is beautiful. Yes. He's on the screen now, he's walking up and down. Look, it's just a beautiful walker, isn't he?
Yeah, it's a she, Jared, and it's a filly by Saki Secret, who was in 2007 was rated the fastest sprinter in the world. He raced in the United Kingdom. And the same year, he was voted the champion sprinter of the year. And then he went to stud as a stallion, and in 2012 he had his first racing crop in Europe, and he has been awarded the prize of the champion first season sire in Europe. A very, very good racehorse and a very good stallion. And now in New Zealand he has his first crop racing, and last Saturday at Te Rapa, one of his runners, not our filly but another filly who's a year older called A La Rose, won the 2-year-old race and annihilated the opposition, winning by over 4.5 lengths.
4 lengths. And you've got one, Saki Secret, coming up. John, you can't go wrong on this one.
They can certainly run, and another Saki Secret filly went down by a very short margin, ran into second place at the Taranaki races over this past weekend. So they can certainly run, and we're very happy to have this filly in our stable.
If any of our viewers, I'm sure there's a lot of them, would love to participate in owning this wonderful filly, what do they have to do?
Okay, well, the first thing to note about this filly is that she is going to go to Singapore to race.
That's where the big prize money is?
That's right, 5 to 10 times higher prize money in Singapore compared to New Zealand. And she was selected by Mark Walker, who's our New Zealand, Mark's a New Zealander, but he's our Singapore-based trainer, trains for Te Akau Racing in Singapore. He selected this filly for us as one that he thought would be really good in Singapore. To take a share in this filly, the initial cost, which covers all initial expenses, for a 5% share is $5,250.
$5,250.
And then $150 a month for ongoing expenses. And we also do a standard 2.5% shares.
Yes, so which is just basically half of that, which would be what, $2,625?
$2,625 and $75 a month.
Yes.
And as a special...
Just for the Beat Goes On?
Just for the Beat Goes On viewers. I'm sure there's people out there who are watching this program who think, I'd love to dip my toe in the water, but I haven't done it before. We'll do a 1% share.
Okay, 1% share. Now, what will that cost you, John?
That's $1,050.
$1,050.
And just $30 a month for ongoing expenses.
Ongoing. Just for the Beat Goes On.
There you go, viewers. It's a special offer.
And so the idea of that, John, is that you put your toe in the water and...
have a go.
Have a go.
If it works out, you'll come back and take another share at another horse, and that's what it's all about.
Oh, John, thank you very much. But we need something very important here. We need your telephone number, John.
Okay, here we go. Two numbers. We've got 0800.
This is Fortuna, 0800.
100.
Yeah.
667.
667. I'll do it again, John. 0800. 100. Simple number to remember. 667.
And my personal cell phone number, 021
021
921
921
460.
460.
And let's not forget our website.
Yes,
Fortuna
nz.com. Different horses for different courses.
That's what they say.
This one's designed to make money in Singapore.
Yeah.
John, we're going to see you in 2 weeks' time.
Indeed.
Some more great information. Thanks, John.
Thanks, Jared.